What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mind. This is a series on this channel where I do a voiceover on a rank game I've recently played, and in it, I go over my thought process, some of the mistakes I made, as well as cover some tips. So without further ado, let's get straight into the game. Alright, hopping straight into the game, we're going to be playing some domination on the map Clubhouse, one of my favorite maps. We're also versing some really good players too. 2 emeralds and 2 rubies, so definitely not a pushover lobby. It's going to be a sweaty one, to say the least. When it comes to faction selection, I am a little bit selfish, as I am more of a slayer. I like to get map position and hold those spawns down. Especially playing my life, the invis is super useful, but if you're more of a person that likes to play on the objective, something like a shield, ADS, or even the El Remedio for the healer is a really solid option. It really depends on your playstyle, but there's really tons of different options. No matter the faction, they are all really solid. Alright, getting into the part where we show our guns though. First things first, instead of mashing to the point, I'm going to go take a quick flank route, use my invis just in case someone's up here, but I'm going to go all the way around, get some information, see that people are on the point, and instead of shooting them straight up, I'm just going to shoot them in the back, and right after that, I'm going to take map position. Obviously, I see the kill feed, we see 2 people are dead already, so I'm going to make sure that I'm holding the map position. From this spot, you are in a really good position, and you can cut the map super easily. To show you an example of what I mean by cutting the map, let's pull up a bigger version of the mini map, and I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. Alright, so at this point, I'm sitting right about here, cutting the entire map from them. The enemies are all going to be spawned on nice, so they have a few different options on where they want to go. But for the most part, no matter which way they go, I'm going to be able to cut off their cross from exactly where I'm standing. Whether they come through this way, I can see that. They go through up top and to the side, I can see that too. Even if they come through this little cubby here, I'm going to see that. If they go through the garage, no problem. And even if they go all the way through mid and hit this little mid thing, I can see that cross, no problem. So from this spot, you can see 4 different angles that the enemies can be coming out of. Is a really solid spot. And the only way enemies are going to be able to get past you is if they go all the way around. But even with that, most of the time, a teammate is going to be up there, being able to look over all of mid. And realistically, that is going to be a big time killer, so really not going to be worth it. From this spot, you guys are going to see I'm going to be going back here over and over again. It is a really solid spot on the map. And even when the map flips, we're going to be doing the same thing, just on the other side. Alright, fast forwarding just a little bit. At this point, 3 of my teammates are dead on the minimap, so I'm going to play my life just a little bit more here. Take that flank route, we're able to get 1, and I'm going to expect someone else to push me. Like I said, 3 of my teammates are dead, so they're going to be coming for me, trying to get that clean dead. Fortunately, I do expect this guy, we're able to get 1, and after that, I'm super low. I'm going to sit in this corner just in case someone else does push me, and we're going to go right back to the same thing we were doing before. Cutting the map, I see this guy isn't at the doorway, so I know he's got to be on the little side thing. We're able to clean him up, and the enemies, they're going to be running at me, man. They need to clear me out of this spot. It is a power position on the map. Fortunately, we are able to get 1, but their teammate does take us out, but we did our job there. We got 2 kills, and our teammates should be able to clean everything up, and at this point, we got the B flag right back. On this next life, I'm going to go back to the same exact thing. Obviously, we're going to take a flank route, if you guys can tell. I love to flank. I do see this guy on the minimap. Make sure you're using the minimap. We get a free little kill there. Obviously, if you're looking at the minimap, you're going to get that kill 100% of the time. After that, I'm going to do my flank route. We're able to get a nice little kill. We do see this other guy. I'm not sure exactly where he went. Teammate must have cleaned him up. So B flag is once again, we're clearing it out. And after that, we are going to do the same exact thing, cutting the map. Once again, guys, this is the most important thing you can do in domination, hardpoint. All these modes that are respawn, super important. You got to be thinking about your minimap, looking at the kill feed, seeing when enemies are dying, predicting when they're going to come off spawn, using your context clues. All that stuff is going to help you out a whole lot more than just aiming straight. Alright, fast forwarding once again. At this point, I noticed that the enemies are taking the C flag. So instead of worrying about that, I'm just going to say screw it. I'm going to go take your A flag. I do pop my invis, and once again, you guys are going to see why I pick it. It is super useful. This guy has no idea where we are. We're able to jump on top of this box, absolutely bamboozle him. The next guy's going to come in, but I'm still playing on top of this box, making sure I'm a hard to kill to get, and we're able to get a nice little 2-piece, clear that point. And our teammates are also able to clear C, so we're able to get a nice little trip cap here. That is going to be super useful. Obviously, we're going to get taken out right after, but we did our job. We stalled these guys for a ton of time. You can see 3 of them running back to the point. That means the B flag and our home flag is going to be secure for a good amount of time, so we don't have to worry about that for a little bit, and we can just worry about taking map position once again. And as you guys can see, that is exactly what we're going to do. We are back in our spot, holding this cross down. We're able to get this guy going to the B flag, and once again, I'm just going to hold this down, hold this entire cross, make sure that we hold this B flag. It is super useful. At this point, I do want to point out a little mistake I made. As you can see, most of my teammates are dead, and the enemies also have the C flag. So at this point, instead of worrying about the B flag, I really should have just made sure we had a home flag. I should have turned around, went towards A. Unfortunately, I do get taken up by this guy. He's got the pyroclastic NBR, so I put mine on just to make sure. If I had my pyroclastic on, I would have got that kill. So I had to throw it on just in case. But as you guys can see, all that spawn, we spawned pretty close to mid, so I'm just going to book it to A. It would have saved a little bit of time if I went there before, but in the end, we do end up getting A anyway, so not the end of the world. And at this point, with only 60 seconds left in the round, not too much goes on. We do end up flipping the map, but the map's going to get flipped anyway in this next round. So for now, let's get into the next round, and we'll go from there. Alright, fast forwarding a little bit into the second round, our teammates were able to secure the B flag using a bunch of ultimates. They were able to hold that down. So at this point, once again, we're just trying to take map position. I push up to the pool table, which is going to be the go-to spot. We are able to win a nice one-on-one, and at this point, once again, we are going to cut the map. This little box top, this staircase, and that pool table, that little area is going to allow you to cut the entirety of the map. And once again, show you guys exactly what I mean. Let's pull up a bigger version of the minimap, and I'll show you guys exactly how OP this spot is. Alright, so at this point, we're sitting right about here on the box top. This citadel spot is super good. You can see the entire cross. No matter which way the enemies come out of, you're going to be able to see them. Whether they come through this way, you're going to see them that way. They come through the strip club, no problem at all. Even through the strip club into the pool table, you can see behind you. They go all the way around up to the top. You can walk up to the little staircase and see that cross too. This little spot here on the box top, obviously, it's going to be a hard position to hold, but if you do, man, you are going to be controlling the map like it's nothing. The only spot enemies can go to that I can't see from here is that they come on spawn, go underneath the staircase, and then go into this little hallway. Obviously, I can't see that cross unless I'm in the pool table. But in positions like that where I don't notice anyone, I like to take a little route through the strip club, go all the way through here. Obviously, you can go into the pool table, you can see this cross, you can see this cross, and you can see this cross. It is a really solid spot, but that's obviously when you're not seeing anyone on your left side. When those people come on your left side, you cannot do that. You're going to get taken out really easily. Alright, getting back into the game, at this point, the enemies have both the home flags, but all my teammates are dead, and I don't really know where anyone is, so it's the perfect time for me to pop my goggles, get some information, and of course, get some map control back. We are able to get 2 kills on the point, but I do make a little bit of a mistake afterwards. I get a little bit greedy. Right here, I should have stayed in the pool table. Instead, we go into the strip club. I am able to get 1 kill, but unfortunately, his teammate is right there to trade us out. If I played in the pool table there, I would have been able to see all 3 of these guys crossing. Probably would have been able to get 1, maybe even 2, but obviously, we do end up getting taken out, and because of that, the enemies are able to get back on the B flag. Coming back though, we are going to book it straight to B, try to get there as fast as possible. I notice I have some teammates on the right side on the minimap, so I'm not really worried about people holding the cross. I am able to get to this little head glitch, get a nice little 2-piece on the point, slide over to yet another head glitch. This head glitch on the point is probably the best one on the point, just because you can shift over to the right and be completely covered by that brick wall. It is a really good spot. Fortunately, we are able to get all 4 kills. We're able to get the point back, and after that, once again, I'm going to go try to take some map control. I do run into someone right outside. I am able to take him out. His teammate is right behind me though. Somehow, someway. My teammate, shout out to Pachi, man. He's in all the streams. He saved my life there. If it wasn't for him, we would have been dead. Unfortunately, we do get taken out anyway. But I do want to point out, notice right at the end of this kill cam, I see this guy running over my body, running towards the left. So I have an idea that he's going to be taking a route, getting towards our home flag. I take this little route towards the left, look over there, and I barely see this guy in the corner of my eye. I had a feeling, man. I knew he was going to be looking at our flag. Paying attention to your death and paying attention to where people are going after it, it is going to give you a ton of information. So make sure you're using it. Even if you're not playing with teammates, you can still use that information yourself. At this point, once again, I'm cutting the map. This is another really solid spot to hold it from. The only thing is you can't see up top as easily or get to it as fast. But once I don't see anyone coming from my left though, I know they have to be on the point or on the right side. So I'm going to cut through the pool table. We're able to get a nice little 2-piece on the point. After that, I'm going to reposition. I am 1 shot, so I know that they know where I am. Even though I'm echelon, they probably have an idea. We're going to reposition to up top, make sure that no one else is on the point. I'm going to drop down once again, play that little head glitch. It is a really, really good spot. We're going to sit here, make sure we're playing that objective. Guys, I told you, I'm not allergic to objective. Just, I'd rather get map position and let the teammates sit on it, but getting back into it though, we are able to get a nice little kill, secure the B flag once again, and this lead is growing once again. The time is running out for them to make a comeback. At this point, if we can hold the A and B flag for a little bit longer, we are good to go. I'm going to try to take some map control again, get on that little box top. We're able to get 1. His teammate is able to trade us out. Fortunately, my teammates are able to trade for me. They do get a nice little 2-piece. And of course, at this point, we are almost done. There's only a minute left on the clock. We're up 150 points. We just got to stall a little bit more time. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I see this guy crossing through mid. I'm going to be able to take him out. And at this point, once again, I'm just trying to stall for as much time as possible. Just trying to make as much noise. At this point, the game's pretty much over. Unless they get a double cap, triple cap. This is GG. I'm able to get another kill there, head into the strip club once again. Just try to be a nuisance to these guys. This guy, you guys are going to see. I'm just going to stall this guy out forever, man. Just trying to be as an annoying kill as possible. And honestly, it works. With 30 seconds left, that is going to be the game. And as you guys can see, we do end up getting the victory, 875 to 659. A lot bigger of a victory than it was in game. In game, it was really like a 100-point lead for pretty much the whole game. Towards the end, we really just started running it up. As you guys can see though, I don't even get player of the game. A shout out to Kiki Size, man. That dude went crazy. We do end up having a really good game though, 35 and 14 with a ton of objective score. We definitely take that all day. Alright, just to recap though, the most important thing is learning how to cut the map. Obviously, it might sound crazy, but thinking of a big picture of the minimap in your head is going to be super useful. Predicting where the enemies are coming off spawn, looking at your minimap, looking at the kill feed, all that stuff, make sure you're taking advantage. Other than that though guys, that is the end of this video, so I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something as well. And other than that, if you guys want to see a different game mode next time, definitely let me know down below. And besides that, I will see you guys in today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching now. See you guys in the next one. Later.
Shout out to Kelvin.